Hey everybody, Justin and Cherry Shares. I'm going to kind of share with you my 2013 Ford Escape. I found another problem that has occurred while we was on our vacation. I do have a bunch of other videos I took back in 2012 when we first bought the vehicle. We had recalls and a bunch of other problems, but you can kind of view those if you want to. But here's my most recent one. We just got back from Dollywood, which was about a 2.5 hour trip one way there, and then another 2.5 hour on the way back. We did drive around there for about 3 days. But just before we left, we took it to the dealer and got the oil changed and everything. And we keep the oil and everything up to date. And Fairway Ford is our dealer here in Greenville. They, when they change the oil, they do, a multi-point inspection. I can't remember how many points it was, but I'm just gonna say multi-point for now. But they check everything as far as, what's in the green, what's in the red, what's in the yellow, all that good stuff. As you can see here, I got one of them checked. Condition of automatic transmission is green. Condition of air and fuel filters, all that's green. You do see there in the yellow, it says condition of tires is yellow, which they got, this car I think it's got right at a little over 20,000 miles, maybe 22,000, something like that. So all the other stuff is green. I got right there in the yellow, it says condition of wiper blades is in the yellow. Well, they really don't last long these days anyways. But number 7 says condition of radiator coolant, it's in the green. Now this is just before we took our trip. Now you see here, the coolant is almost empty. And that was on the way up there. That was probably about an hour drive on the way up there. So you kind of tell me exactly what went wrong. If they checked the coolant level, how was it good? And they also checked it good, but now I'm about an hour down the road on our way to Dollywood, and all of a sudden, bam, I'm empty almost. So that's not good. So I did call them up, and they said we'll bring it down and we'll check it out, see what's going on. So here I am wasting another day off, which is my last day off. Wasting a day off and my time, my fuel, all that good stuff of trying to figure out what's wrong with this thing again. Another issue I have with them, as you see there, all that oily looking stuff on top of there, that's where they spilled oil all over the top of my engine cover and didn't even take the time to clean it off. So that made me very unhappy there when I saw that when I popped the hood to check the level of the stuff. But I drove this whole time with it on the empty because it's got plenty enough in there to get me going. When I got home, it's still right at empty mark, but you could see it could still get the coolant, so it didn't overheat or anything like that. Which, of course, if it did overheat, I would definitely pull over and not let it overheat. But I did make sure of that. But got it home now. I called them up, and they said to bring it by, let us look at it. And like I said, it's going to be a big waste of time and stuff. And this is getting very annoying. This is probably, I'm going to say, take a good guess, a very close guess. I'm going to say this is probably my, say, 8th or maybe 9th time going up to the dealer and leave my car for a few days, even a week, and them not replenish gas or anything like that. And when they done that recall, they filled it up, which I kind of lost out on that one because I just filled it up before they filled it up. So they only probably spent a few more dollars to top this thing off. But oh well. That's the only time they ever said they were gonna, replenish me for my fuel, and they ain't gonna do nothing about my time. I just have to deal with that, I guess. But as you see there, Ford Escape is green, and I'm still living in the same house and all that good stuff. You can kind of see the field and stuff like I took my other videos. But that's it. So I'm about to take it down there and see what happens and see what they say about the low coolant. I'm not showing any leaks or anything. See there on the ground, I don't see any leaks underneath it, so it's going somewhere. The engine's using it somewhere. And the guy from Fairway over the phone said, well, it's not using it because it don't burn coolant. I'm like, well, it's got to be either a head gasket or some kind of gasket's going bad. And he's like, well, if a gasket was bad, the engine wouldn't run. Well, it depends on how bad of a leak you got there, mister. If it's just slowly seeping in, yeah, it's still going to run. It's probably not going to run great, which, I mean, actually, the car ran great on the trip. But didn't have any problems. But it's going somewhere. It's leaking through some kind of gasket. That's be my best guess. So, and the coolant was fine. I remember checking it a long time ago when I had a coolant problem when it was leaking. They had to replace some kind of gasket on somewhere along the hoses or something like that on a recall. But I did check it and it was full because it was leaking and I had to keep topping it off and stuff. But it was full then, so it definitely went somewhere. Now, as far as them checking it before we went to the trip and they checked it green, I'm gonna say that they didn't do the job. So we'll see. All right, well, I'll keep you guys updated, and I hope you guys have a good one.